What's up, everybody? Well, once upon a time, I used to be a dumbass, basically. I used to think that I knew everything. I used to think that just because I could somewhat read a book, I was just outside. I got water dripped on me. It's snowing here. I wasn't crying, I promise. And I used to think that just because I could read, I would read like 60, 70 books a year, or I would watch TED Talks and all this stuff, right? It was like I thought that that was enough to like get this vision I had in my mind to like improve myself and improve the world, right? Like I thought that that's what was necessary. Little did I know, the real change happens when you look at the stuff within yourself that you're still holding on to, and especially when you look at the stuff that you love and that you're addicted to. Thought patterns, beliefs, different things that you're accepting and allowing. Those are the things. So for myself, it was basically accepting certain things like that smoking weed is okay, that drinking alcohol is just fine, that I can still be super successful, but I can also go out on the weekends and party. And it was basically I was living overall. I was living just for self-interest. It was just for self-interest. And thankfully, I ended up going to an event from a group called GIN, if you know what that is. Shout out Kevin Trudeau. I went to one of those events, and thankfully, two brothers, Asif and Kian, they showed me the ropes. And we were eating breakfast one day, overlooking the beautiful Rocky Mountains of Denver. It was amazing. And I was unhappy and fed up with my life, and they helped me. They didn't just say, oh, it'll be okay. Just keep going. They're like, no. You actually have no idea what you're doing. And you say that you want to be rich, but you're not actually backing it up with action, and you don't even understand how money works. You don't even understand how the brain works and how your mind works. So thankfully, I was teachable enough in that moment where I said, okay, maybe you guys are right, because how do you know if you're really changing? How do you know if you're actually learning? Well, are you getting different, real, tangible results in your life? If it's just a feeling, that's bullshit, because you probably don't even know where your feelings come from. But that was me for years. And then finally, everything shifted. And I became teachable, and I backed it up with action. And that was about 1.5 years ago now, a little less than 1.5 years ago. And my life is forever different. And if you want to hear more about that, just look at my Facebook wall, look at my YouTube, all the other stuff that I talk about. It's all in there. Listen to the Self Perfected podcast, join the Self Perfected group. But for yourself, look at how willing are you to actually change? How willing are you to actually learn? And what are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up having to think you feel good all the time? If you had to choose between your own personal happiness and doing what's best for the entire world, which one would you choose? That'll show you how teachable you are. And the cool thing is, when you do what's best, you're going to feel fucking awesome anyway. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes it'll be unpleasant, but you know you did the best thing. So for myself, it's been a journey of transitioning from caring how I feel and what I can get out of stuff and all that, to then really being willing to change. And my life has got so much better because of it. But it's not just about my life getting better, because who gives a fuck about my life? Rather, now I'm able to stand as a stable point within the world. So for example, 2020 was the best year yet for myself, for Jess, my fiance, for all the people in my network, in my core inner circle. We've all had the freaking best year yet, because we're teachable and we can change and we can adapt. And while the whole world is going to shit, there's a new system that is created by us. We're not here to save the system. We're here creating the new system. It's already underway. It's what we've got going on with TechnoTutor, with Self Perfected, with mainly those two things, people using DIP, and there are people within GIN that once they realize when you can actually get stuff in to unconscious competence, that's when you can really change. But you got to be teachable and willing to, to actually take that action and move yourself. So that is my video challenge for the week. I look forward to seeing all the other ones in Self Perfected. It's phenomenal. It's like better than the best TV show I could have ever imagined. It's all people that I care about and are my friends and are awesome, all sharing videos about shit that really matters for themselves. And this week's going to be especially cool because I'm going to hear a bunch of stories about how people went from being not teachable to teachable. And I love being around teachable people because they inspire me to do more, and it's fucking awesome. So, all right, everyone, that is my video challenge for the week. We're off to film the Self Perfected podcast. I think it's episode 31. This is going to be extra good this week, so tune in if you have not watched it. Get on that. It is understanding what self-development to the extreme is self-perfection. And self-perfection in the Self-Perfected podcast is putting self-perfection and self-responsibility in the context of what's going on in the world and how you can live as this perfected version of yourself. And it takes time. It takes progress. It is a process. However, when you do it, your life will truly be something worthwhile. Holger asks, is there a difference between what is best for me and what is best for the entire world? We sometimes think we want or need this and that, but what we actually need is so different. Yeah, so what's best for all is best for you as well, Holger. It's that simple. You're interconnected to everything. So it's not about sacrificing, for the greater good. Oh, yes, I will just donate all my money to charity. It's like, no, that's stupid. That's actually self-interest too in a really deceptive form. In reality, it's like you have to use common sense, take care of yourself first, and simultaneously don't harm other people. Then when you get to the point where you've stabilized yourself, you can be that supportive force, and that you can build like a supportive network around you. And then that's how we can actually change the world. And it doesn't actually take that many people, right? Probably 5% of people are really going to even hear this message. But those 5%, you know, and you understand. So, cool, everyone. You should join the Self Perfected group so I can see your video challenge. Bye, everyone. Talk soon.